Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to some more World of Warships, and today we will be saying goodbye to the Tier 7 German cruiser, the York. And I am so ready to get away from this ship. Anyone that has seen and watched my videos knows that I've had the York for a very long time. This ship has kind of got me in a rut. I can't get past this ship. It took me forever. I really had to push myself. Now, the ship itself isn't bad. The AP damage is fantastic. The torpedoes are always nice. But it's the route, it's the speed, the angle of the AP shells is where it becomes very difficult to actually use. Now, you'll see right after this, right after we do all this, you'll see what I mean as I just came back from the training video and showed off what I'm talking about. So let's quickly look over the stats. Survivability, you have 332,600 health points. Armor ranging from 16 to 80 millimeters. Of course, as a German cruiser, armor is fairly thin. Artillery, you have 4 main turrets, 2 guns each of 210 shells. Max damage on the AP is 5,500. Reload time is 12 seconds. Turn time on the guns are 30.5 seconds. Max HE damage is 2,900. And as you see, initial AP shell velocity is 900 milliseconds. 900 meters per second for both the AP and the HE. Now that is very important because, as you will see in the training video, there is a difference between how the shells travel. And as I said, it's not due to the speed, but it's due to the angle of the shells that they're fired at. So, secondary guns, you have 4 to 105 millimeter DOPs, and torpedoes, you have 4 tubes of 3 torpedoes each, and a max damage of 13,700 with a range of 6 kilometers. AA guns are pretty nice. You have 4 20 millimeters of the flak. You have 8 dual 20 millimeters of the flak Schwilling. You have 4 quads 20 millimeters of the flak Verling 38s. 6 40 millimeters of the flak 28. And your secondary armaments also work as AA guns. So you have 4 dual 105 millimeters. Maneuverability, she can go at top speed of 32 knots, turning circle radius 650 meters, and a rotor shift time of 6.5 seconds. Concealment is 13.9 kilometers, and the range on your guns, which I did fail to mention, is about 17 kilometers. So you do have about a 4-kilometer window before you are detected. So you can always use that to your advantage to get close and a little bit more personal, which I would recommend at least, because as you will see in the training video, the AP is just a bitch to control. So modules, she is fully upgraded. We have main battery modification 1, gunfire control system modification 1, damage control system modification 1, and of course steering gears modification 2. Captain has situation awareness, expert marksman, vigilant, and I might almost recommend just go for the superintendent. I love the superintendent. It really is useful, and I do apologize for that. And for the 4th skill on this captain, I have advanced firing training, which increases the range of my 139 millimeter AA guns. So without any further ado, I will see you guys in the training, and then I will see you guys for a replay. See you there. Alright everyone, welcome back. Alright everyone, we are in a training room. Just decided to play on this map. This is one of the newer maps called Neighbors, and I really want to show off what I'm talking about when I say that the York's AP shells travel at a much slower rate. So right now we are moving towards a enemy score. He is completely inactive and not gonna move. So let me slow up the ship real quick just so that we're not moving and there's not going to be any indication of movement. Almost there. Alright, so you can see that where my cursor, and I removed my house. I removed my hand from the mouse, and if I switch over to AP, the time indicator just jumped up from 6.9 seconds to 8.54 seconds. The velocities on the shells are the same, but they have a much higher arc. So here, if I switch over to HE, it drops back down. So this is why I have trouble with the York, because at a 12-kilometer range, it's hard to hit this score, especially if he's moving. You have to give him a good length. So just for fun of it, since we're moving, we're just gonna try to get a little bit closer. But if you get close enough, your shells will actually will travel how you think they will. So let's get a little bit close. I think it's around 10 kilometers, where it becomes a lot more manageable for your shots to actually reach the target without having to without having to go, 15 clicks out. So around 10 kilometers, it becomes so much easier for your shell arcs to actually reach target. Because if we switch over to HE, it's only about a second difference. Switch back to AP, and there's a much lower difference of time travel between the AP and the HE. So that's my problem with the York, is this shell travel time. Because if we switch back over, it's about 0.6 seconds between the two. Now it's 0.3. So you can see considerably how much easier it is if the York is actually up close to battle. And that's where it can get really dangerous. Don't get me wrong, the York can hold its own, especially since it has torpedoes. And look at that. 3 citadels. But there's just a marginal difference between the travel time at this type of range. So, without any further ado, I'm going to see you guys in the replay and say goodbye to the York for the last time. See you there. Hello, everyone. This is Hakaym, and welcome back to a replay in the York. And I am so grateful that we have finally made our way from the York. Oh, this ship has been with me for a very long time, and if anyone has seen my videos knows how long I've had this York. I've had it for such a long time. I've had it when I've had, I think, the Pensacola. Like, I've had the ship for so long, and I just really haven't got past her. It's just, the ship is hard to play. I'll just say that straight up. Right now we are take a look at the teams we were playing on Trap with a Saipan, North Carolina, Nagato, New Mexico, Fuso, New Orleans, 2 Otagos, us, Cleveland, Fubuki, and Ognovoy. On the enemy team there is a Ranger, North Carolina, Colorado, 2 New Mexicos, Hipper, Mogami, Otago, Cleveland, Aoba, or Alba, I think it's actually how it's pronounced, a Fubuki, and a Farragut. Right now we are moving towards A, try to cap it, because this is the readjusted map of, now I forgot the name, Trap. So, islands have been moved around a little bit. But anyway, this is a fantastic game in the York, and let me say, that's very rare for me. Now, my main issue with the York is the armor piercing, which is the Germans' bread and butter. It's why you kind of play the German cruisers, because their armor piercing rounds are fantastic. But they have a higher arc than any other cruiser, so it takes a lot longer for the shells to actually reach it. And I will show this off because I know I'm not crazy. So here, I want to try something. Don't think I can do it here. Probably have to do it. Yeah, I'll show it off because it's just ridiculous that the travel time is so much longer than the high explosive. So that's generally why you'll be seeing me use high explosive, because I can trust my aim more than high explosive. High explosive I can trust. Armor piercing not so much. And I know I probably should learn how to use the armor piercing, and the York is actually a good ship. I know it is a good ship. I've had really good battles in the York. Just with me, not so much. But anyway, enough about that. Enough ranting. We've capped B and we've almost capped C, but now destroyers are there and we're trying to take A. And if you notice, I'm all by my lonesome with a New Mexico just north of me, and we did see a Farragut. I'm pretty certain it was a Farragut. Yes. Which is the Tier 6 American destroyers. And you do have to forgive me, I'm a little bit bad on American destroyer names and what tiers they are. But right now, I want to try to cap and also take that destroyer by surprise. So there's a couple cues you can look for. So we've just captured A, and fortunately the torpedo planes are spotting him. But if the torpedo planes weren't there and the Farragut decides to actually step onto cap, I'll know that he's within that cap circle, so I could be at least prepared for him. So the CV is definitely going after the New Mexico. Don't know if he's going to be successful. We'll see. New Mexico is a good ship, but the AA defense is not the greatest in the world, so he should be hopefully successful. It looks like he is. Took a few hits, and there is that Farragut. Do line up a salvo of torpedoes, but he is a destroyer and more than likely has fired his own and will miss mine completely. So he is only 4.5 kilometers away, and we are a German cruiser with hydroacoustics. And if anyone that does not know, hydroacoustics on German cruisers are fantastic. They have the highest spotting range of torpedoes and ship acquisition. Almost about 5 kilometers, I believe. And I definitely want to try to get this Farragut at least killed. So we did set him on fire. And don't think we're going to be able to see him again. But we do have a New Mexico that definitely wants our blood. And fortunately for us, all his shots miss, which is always very nice. And we do have a friendly ship, which I have no idea because the UI is being a little bit buggy and not showing me what ship it is. It's probably the Otago. Yeah, it's the Otago who's helping us. And this New Mexico is lower tier than us, so our high explosive should do pretty decent damage against him. And there is that Farragut once again. Still on fire. His damage control has not been up for him. And can we get the kill? He's only 491. Did fire more torpedoes, but I think the Otago is going to get him. Yep. Fired one last salvo before he died. And looks like the New Mexico's UI is gone as well. Well, this is just a wonderful little bug. So right now I am recording before an update. I saw that I believe 5.6 is coming out, so I want to get this recorded just in case I'm going to lose my replays. And I've had some really good games and I do want to show them off. So that's why I'm trying to get them recorded before that happens. So you'll have to forgive me if there's some bugs in this replay. Oh my, yeah, there's several bugs right now. No UI, but I do know that we are firing at this New Mexico, trying to get him, but right now we are moving towards B. I said right now quite a few times. We did land a good shot and caught him on fire. Did about, I think about 3,000 points of damage. I had to look at my damage counter at the top left. And there's an Admiral Hipper, which is the Tier 7 German cruiser. And he would be one I would love to take out. He is getting attacked by both the ally Ognavoy as well as, I believe, the ally Fubuki. Hopefully we can take him out. And this lack of UI is starting to get annoying. Let me see if I can reset it. Nope. Did not work. Can't even tell you how much health that New Mexico has. And it looks like the Admiral Hipper just died, but unfortunately the Ognavoy died as well. And it looks like we also lost our carrier. Oh, that's nice. Our carrier just died from flooding, as well as the Ognavoy died to secondary gunfire. So the team's fairly even, but we do have 2 cap points to their 1. And let's see who is left on the team. There's the Ranger, the North Carolina, the Colorado, the New Mexico, which is somewhere, the Mogami, a Tago, and a Fubuki. And all the battleships are down south of us. So we do see a Tago, and don't really know why he's all that way up north like that. He might be actually AFK. He is AFK, and there's a random torpedo plane just sitting on my screen. Wow. This is just a fantastic replay so far. So we do see the North Carolina. The Mogami's low on health. He has only about 1425 points of health left. Easy target if we could get a shot at him. But the New Mexico, the North Carolina, I'm assuming probably the Colorado, are all full health, and I am being really super ballsy and pushing towards B. Now there's the Fubuki that is ahead of us, and I don't want him to die. He's definitely going to help us, but I think the carrier has other things in mind. It looks like he's going after him with his torpedo planes. Now the question is, will he be able to dodge it? There's that New Mexico coming in range. Be nice to get him on fire and cause some damage. Now the North Carolina is kind of scary at this time. Don't want to show a broadside, don't want to get citadeled, but if you notice that the Mogami is starting to become a little brave. A little brave. So I do switch my guns back to the left-hand side, the port side, and I'm firing my torpedoes, hoping to catch him unawares. And the range on the torpedoes are about 6 kilometers, pretty certain. But by that time, hopefully that Mogami will be able to get close, but we should be able to take him out. Yep, there is our very first kill of the game. Of a low health Mogami, and there's an island there. You do need to turn and not hit that island. We did catch that New Mexico on fire, did about 3,000 points of health. And that poor Fubuki is trying to hide, but he just died. Well, that's brilliant. Now, because the Fubuki laid his smoke, I can't see anything past it. My allies are going to have to spot for me. And I'm trying to stay as neutral as possible. I don't want to get killed off when I'm needed this much, because we could still possibly lose. There is still that. I want to say it's a Fubuki. Yes, there's still the Fubuki around, but almost all of their battleships are still alive. And keep watch. I don't know what I was doing here, but I think I was just too focused on not dying and not paying attention to where I was driving that I slam into the North Carolina, get citadeled, and then for my efforts, I receive a torpedo hit on the side, leaving me at 6,000 points of health. Now 5,000 and a half. So you can see how much one driving error can really mess you up. But fortunately, I'm free and I'm back up to speed, and I'm gonna try to get away as best as I can. I definitely want to help my team as best as possible. And that means setting fires on this North Carolina. And our North Carolina is being extremely ballsy. He is heading up the middle with a still active CV player that looks like he knows how he's playing. And my UI just went buggy. So I do apologize for this bugginess on the UI. We'll try to keep it not as distractive as possible. So I'm still trying to provide artillery fire as best as I can while not being in a position where I'm going to die. So we do see that we have some dive bombers coming in, and the carrier has our blood, and he wants to sink us. So I do have the defensive aircraft. Now I can't even see where the planes are. They're right above us. And he does get a hit on us, set it on his fire, but we do have at least damage control. So that's one less thing I have to worry about. Now, the North Carolina is low on health. Hopefully we can get a nice hit. Let's see. I really do apologize about this UI bug. Don't know why it's doing this badly. Can I control the camera? I guess not. I believe that's the North Carolina right next to the island that is being a little bit too ballsy. As you can see that there are, I believe, dive bomber. Did that North Carolina? Yes, their North Carolina just died. Probably due to both the New Mexico and the North Carolina getting around to broadside. So we still have a good chance of winning. We're about to win on cap right now. But all we have to do is stay alive and not lose any more ships. And this is going to get really close. So we're still firing on the New Mexico, doing as much damage as we can. Our North Carolina is going to take a big hit. I think he's going to survive this, but very low on health. And the New Mexico just finished him off. Of course. So we just lost 60 points there. And now they are taking B away from us. And I don't want to die. If I die, we lose 40 more points. And that would not be good. No, 50 points. Really? Whoa. So, try and stay as neutral as possible to this New Mexico. Even though he's low on health, he could still do a number on me. But fortunately, we are resetting him every single time. I think he's almost... Yep, he is dead. And the CV wants to dive bomb us again. You dick. Don't dive bomb me. So if you notice that B is still being capped. I wonder where the Fubuki is. But we're so close. We only need 36 more points now. And we still have our Otago and our Colorado? No, our Fuso still alive. And there's that Fubuki. If we can kill him, we can win this match. Just went outside. There he is. We have hydroacoustics. He's so close. Unfortunately, we have that island in the way. I should not have focused like this. I should have just fired at him. Can we kill him? Let's see. The winning shot. As it slowly leaves my gun. Can we kill you? Yep. Alright. I will see you guys at the damage screen. So you can see we did a fantastic job against, even though We came so close to losing. We got 335,176 silver, 7,532 XP, and 377 free XP. We caused a little bit of damage, but not much. And my issue with the compensation is it always seems to me that I'm giving away experience. Now, is that the same with everyone? But I've never seen compensation and they give away experience. So I don't know. Anyway, battle performance, we got 85 hits, 8 planes shot down, 3 incapacitation, 2 ships destroyed, 7 fires, 3 defended cap, and 1 captured base. On our team score, we got first, of course, with a base XP of 2,449. We did pretty well. I'm fairly well happy. The points were actually fairly close. Like, if you look at the enemy team, the enemy North Carolina got 1,281 base XP. So you did really well. So damage caused, we caused about 75,000 points of damage. We did pretty good. I'm very satisfied with that game. So this is going to be it for this video. We're saying goodbye to the York. If you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great day. Zai Jen.